here, 3v3, Meridian High City, blue team. First up, we've got Blessed plays a Ravener Alpha, Toilailee commander that fights in range combat, some good damage output and awesome mobility. This is Blessed Spartan, I believe. Alongside, Toilailee is a mech, teleporting commander that fights range combat, some good DPS, can also disrupt, support, build structures and repair, but he's not very tough. And alongside some more orkiness, it's SuperHooper as a Kommando knob, infiltrating commander that shoots you, stabs you and blows you up. Orky style is being very sneaky already. Red team, Fear is a Lord General, fights range combat, has a retinue to help him out which can add to throughout the game. Very good defense and support capabilities. Nurland is a Plague Champion, starts out range combat with a damage over time bolter, can get meta weapons, some nice utility, can build turrets and repair but is slow. And rounded out the red team is PhatE as the ever annoying Warp Spider Exarch, teleporting commander that fights range combat, great for capping and harassing early on with some great crowd control and other annoyances later. Hormagaunts almost wiping the Banshees. Can they wipe the Warp Spider? And they can't. He teleports away. Of course he does. It's a one-to-one cap. What's going on mid? Plague Champion shooting up some shooters. Some very gaudy looking Chaos Space Marines alongside. 498, 500. Some heretics coming mid. And he's not gone for some more heretics, so we might see some double CSM play here. You don't see all that often these days. Heretics, so good. Sluggers are going to get stomped. Well, this is Beta 5 and the stomp does not stun at the moment. It will be fixed, don't worry. But the sluggers get away okay anyway. Lord General with his Stormtrooper retinue behind some cover can use the Lord General to tie up range squads pretty nicely. Last turret goes up, but he changes his mind. 489, 500. He's camping outside blue team's natural victory point. He loses his guards on. What happened there? Told him to retreat, apparently. Commander's gone down here as the Plague Champion. Nurgle's not pleased. Chaos Space Marines forcing melee combat on shooters, but here come Hormagaunts and Sluggers in retreat path. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Can he get away without a loss here? Looks like he can. Some Noise Marines on the way, yay. 489, 500, 1-to-1 cap. Warrior Brood on the field. Heavy infantry that have power melee and leap into combat. There we go. Awesome passive disruption from these guys. They also act as a detector and they are a synapse creature. So your army basically revolving around these guys in tier 1. And they are going to be the focus of PhatE's damage most of the time, especially those Banshees and those Rangers that he's now getting. Warps Exarch eventually gets away from the disruption and teleports out to live. Sluggers capping mid. Is going to be a triple for blue, is it? Looks like it is. What is Fear doing now? He's going to decap. There we go. Nurland replacing his lost heretics. Don't think they had an aspiring champion, so it's not the end of the world. Noise Marines are up. These guys are awesome with their Sonic Blaster, disabling range weapons and doing big damage as well. Area of effect, they can also shake structures apart. Getting in there for their cacophony. I'm not sure why he didn't just fire there. Howling Banshees chasing down Warrior Brood, and there's a model lost. Look at the damage those power swords are doing to that heavy armor. Take down another one. Can they wipe the squad here? They can't. Did not want to risk the chase there, PhatE, and a good choice all in all, I think. We're getting a power harass. It's not something you see very often on this map. The powers, the natural powers anyway, are very difficult to hit, but Toilailee is hitting them with shooters, his Mekboy and some sluggers. These shooters are turning to engage the Warp Spider Exarch, who need some help here. Nurland is coming to help out. Warps Exarch tying up shooters. Very, very annoying. Has a decent special attack as well. Chaos Space Marines and Noise Marines chased down by sluggers. Here come heretics. A bit late to help out, and he's forced off in his entirety. Banshees though chopping up shooters. Can they wipe them out? Bit of a strange retreat there. They waited. Looks like they are going to wipe. Wow, that was pretty unlucky for Toilailee. That was nuts. 489, 387. And again we see Fear outside of blue team's natural victory point. He has some artillery spotters calling in off-map artillery shells and that smoke shell you see there. Really annoying ability to deal with. 489, 380. Ravener tunnel coming up in mid. That's the warp to the Exarch who's down there. Tier 2 for Toilailee and Nurland. PhatE going for some more rangers. Double rangers could be very powerful on this map. Usually we get a huge battle over mid as the game progresses. We haven't seen a lot of that so far though. Lots of battles on the sides. A power push even by blue team. Don't think they took anything down though. Not sure if they did. Power going up in the south for blue. Sluggers taking shots from the Lord General's grenade launchers. Got a cost reduction a few patches ago. 489, 380, 1-to-1 cap. Blue team now controlling mid quite handsomely. They have warriors, double termagants, hormagaunts, shooters fully upgraded for Toilailee and some sluggers here as well. What is Toilailee going to go for in tier 2? We have some aiming, what's that, suppressing the noise marines, and there's the shots from the sonic blaster. Oh, we're going to see some cacophony. There we go. The area will affect disruption, but it also knocks back your own allied stuff. Artillery shell, where's it going? Where did it go? Oh, there's a smoke shell there. 489, 360. That was not a good engagement for red team. 2-to-1 cap for blue. Can they push this power this time? Looks like they're all going to go and try it. Lord General forced off, losing one of his stormtrooper retinue models, and we're going to see a big power push from the Orks and the Tyranids. This is both Ork players as well, and this is going to wipe the power. Could be telling. Ravener is being sneaky. He has his hardened carapace, which allows him to burrow, as you can see here, indefinitely staying infiltrated until he pops up like that. Nicely done, disrupting the Banshees, and he might wipe them out with that. Should have forced the melee with the Ravener, I think, but still might do it. Howling Banshees getting away with a single hit point. Noise Marines have their Blastmaster. Sluggers coming up the stairs. The Blastmaster is not covering this approach. 488, 337. Heretics moving in for the Doom Blast, but they are still without a Sprang Champion and need to run the heck away. So do the Noise Marines. Kill Space Marines in a very bad place. Some nice flanking play from blue team, and they are dominating here. Completely wiped the power, didn't decap it. Some Orks went down there, but they can be reinforced. Termagants are going to wipe while they know get away with 3 hit points. A couple of very narrow escapes for both teams. 472, 337. Blue team have 3 full power farms, and Toilailee is going straight to tier 3. Plus 71 power. Look at this. Blessed with a Zoanthrope on the way. PhatE with just Howling Banshees and Dire Avengers. We have a Chimera on the way for Fear. He has double spotters. Lost his Sentinel at some point. These spotters have their incendiary shells. You can tell by that plus icon, denoting a generic upgrade. The incendiary shells share the same cooldown as the regular artillery shell, but the smoke shell is still on a separate cooldown. 464, 337. And if you use double incendiary shells on the same place, that can be some pretty nasty damage over time. Looks like we've got a standoff over the central victory point. Toilailee's Mekboy in melee combat with Dire Avengers. This is a hilarious fight, but here come Howling Banshees now with Aspect of Strength and their Exarch. They're going to take this power and they want to steal it, which gives Toilailee the advantage because he can just shoot things up as they're trying to steal it, rather than try and defend the generators going down themselves. What was PhatE doing, teleporting in there? Forced off. Howling Banshees unable to initiate the cap there. Toilailee or someone on that team immediately repurchasing the node. That was the special shooter explosive shells, high explosive shells even. He also has the sneaky infiltration kit. Mekboy is going to die. No, teleports out just in time and still dies. 464, 337. War banner up here. There's the Chimera, allowing all of red team's infantry to reinforce around it and get inside to avoid nastiness, and that was the double incendiary shell, I think. Sluggers ran right into it, and that was painful. 455, 337, what's going on south? Tyranids protecting this power nicely. The Ravener Alpha with acid splatter, splash damage, power melee, though the splash itself is not power melee, still a pretty damn dangerous weapon. Synapse Aura as well for damage, and we have Adrenal Gland Warriors, gives them heavy melee damage, and melee synapse for these Hormagaunts, who are now up to over 1,000 hit points with that melee synapse. Warp Vomit, what happened there? Did it not stun? He must have missed it, I suppose. 431, 337, Warp Vomit, Void Boy in retreat now. Very annoying sub-commander for Orks, great at dealing with blobs of infantry, and we do have a big blob of infantry here from Fear. Supported by the Chimera, red team have recovered well from all of that early pressure from blue. Howling Banshees still trying to steal this power. Can they do it this time? They are decapping, but here comes Blessed with a bunch of stuff. Zone Throat, Hormagaunts, Termagants, Warrior Brood, Howling Banshees unable to finish the decap. There's a War Shout, and they're going to engage. Nice grenade from PhatE. What, he still only has Banshees and Dire Avengers. He's kitted out his Warp Spider, who's going after the Zone Throat here. It's all kicking off. Nurland coming to support, as does Fear with double artillery spotters. And why did he put that there? He thought they were going to retreat that way, I think. 397, 337. Blastmaster knocking down the Commander knob. It's kicking off all over here. We have a Melter Gun Lord General buffing his army with Fight Harder. 387, 337. You can get caught on these stairs and get some nasty area of effect in your face. This Dreadnought needs to be very careful. Heavy melee, Warrior Brood going after it. There's some repairs from some allied guardsmen. Has that auto cannon by default, and down goes a Warrior Brood model. That was a heavy turret shot. A great map for turrets, of course, if you can look after them. Web Brigade also there. Bunk would also be great. 369, 337. The Battle Wagon getting shots. But Toilailee, he loves to use his thing. Super unit for Orks. Trundles around, running over stuff and shooting it up. But that's a heavy turret, doing big chunks of damage. Dreadnought needs to turn and engage. I think the Guardsmen are trying to repair it. 355, 337. Tank Buster Barrage going in, trying to hit the Chimera, I believe. And the Battle Wagon turns to try and run over the Banshees, and that was some serious giving there. Bits of Banshees all over the place, and they did not escape. PhatE now has a Wraith Lord, shoulder mounted Bright Lance. Red team hanging in here. They have inferior armies, but Fear has done very well to hold mid with his infantry army alongside that Chimera, and now that heavy turret. Ravener Alpha taking big chunks of damage and needs to retreat away. There we go. Dire Avengers with their Exarch. Here comes some Orks and some Tyranids. 328, 337. Maybe a Hive node would be good in the middle for Blessed. Zone Throat. Going to use the Focus Warp Blast maybe on this Wraith Lord to snare it. Warrior Brood don't really want to fight it. It's all kicking off in the mid still. Rocket launcher. Commander Knob going after the Chimera. No, he's going after the heavy turret. In fact, the heavy turret does have vehicle armor, so you can't burn it down with flamers. 312, 337. Plague Marines on the field for Nurland. Got some more heretics and now some bloodletters. That Web Brigade's doing some pretty nice stuff for red team there. Energy regen from the Warp Spider's Webway, and the Weird Boy finishes cap on mid. 2-1 for blue. We're going to see a big standoff here. PhatE loses his Wraith Lord. Where did he go down? There it is, on the stairs. Probably snared by the Zone Throat, chased down by Venom Brood and Warriors. And PhatE, what's he going to do now? Go tier 3, get fire prisms, I guess, and D cannons and stuff. Fear wants a Marco Zinch Dreadnought, and Nurland is happy to oblige. Here it comes. Gives him an awesome anti-vehicle missile launcher. Was that Nurland was going to do it anyway. 3-1-2. 3-1-2. 2-1 for blue. It's up to red team to push now. Can they maybe try and sneak around and go after this VP? They don't need to cap it, just distract the Orks. Still has his double spotters. And he's getting a Manticore now, Fear. Manticore's very good on this map. Zone Throat needs to run. Raven Alpha, interesting to see how he does now. With that melee weapon. 3-1-2-2-9-4. And the Mekboy is going to teleport in, is he? And use Mega Rumbler. No, he's using Mega Rumbler on his own army. What's going on? Huge engagement. Anyway, absolutely crazy engagement. That's a creeping barrage from Fear. Battle Wagon tanking a lot of damage, doing a lot of stuff as well. Yeah, Toilailee failed with his Rumbler there. Chimera, almost level 2, with some awesome support for red team there. Battle Wagon went down, rear armor hits from the Dreadnought, finishing it off, I think. Those Plague Marines were also there. Red team has some pretty strong anti-vehicle from Nurland alone. Tyranids in retreat is a fully upgraded Termagants with Warrior Synapse Leader, who has a Venom Cannon, and their Endless Swarm upgrade, taking them up to 11 models in total, 1800 hit points at level 3. 3-1-2-2-2-7. Carnifex on the way for Blessed when he gets the Wreck, it looks like. 600 Wreck for a Carnifex. Toilailee has a lot of resources. What's he going to do? He wants a new battle wagon. Of course he does. Kommando squad is up for SuperHooper hitting gens. Look at this. Their Knob Leader gets a rocket launcher, so they're pretty good at hitting gens. Chimera chasing them down, but they're already in retreat and they will be fine. 3-10, 2-2-3. Bunch of Orks burned to death here, it looks like. That rocket launcher Kommando Knob is so dangerous to those vehicles, but it is a big maelstrom, so he can't really sneak in there and do anything. Because we have Aspiring Champion Heretics for one, which will spot him. And Spotters now, of course, are also a detector unit. So red team holding the mid VP, shrugging off this power harass that blue team have done. So Throat almost level 2. Ravener Alpha is going to pop up. Oh, missed his opportunity to do so. Nice grenade on those warriors, but now they're going to hurt from acid splatter, and they get away with just 2 losses. Not too bad. Warps the Exarch now being disrupted. So kicking off mid. It's kicking off a little bit. D can get a shot in there. 278, 223. PhatE has 2 of them, and red team standing firm in mid. Bloodletters here are going to teleport on something. Well, they're going after the Weird Boy. Weird Boy took some hits in Beta 5. His Warp Vomit now lasts 8 seconds for the stun, which is still pretty outrageous. And his basic attack now has a slower firing rate. So we have Fear and Nurland both still in tier 2, fighting with tier 2 armies here and doing quite well. The Ravener Alpha is capping Red's natural though. Warps with Exarch does forcing off. He's fully kitted out, entangling web in anticipation of Knob squads, I assume. 261, 223 will also allow him to control that Raven Alpha itself. And in fact he just uses it on the Hormagaunts there. Now they're taking shots from the D cannon, and there's a Rocks, and that is pain for Fear. Can he get away? Whoa, no he cannot. And there's a Toronto formation in retreat path. The Guardsman Sergeant lives. Give this guy a medal. He does live. They've got 3 models and they live. 261, 223. And Fear just lost both of his spotters. He retains both of his Guardsman squads though, and didn't lose any of his vehicles, or did he? What's this? Husk. Maybe he had another Chimera at some point, no idea. Pay attention, Indrid. We have Eldar capping, D cannon coming mid. Triple D cannons for PhatE, and why not? What's this? Foot of Ork. Boom, knockback stun, and big chunk of damage from the wind. When look at the range it has there. 258, 223. Manticore. Level 1, you might see it strike. Whoa, Singularity on the VP. Look at the destruction, bits of Orks everywhere. That was insane. 256, 223 with triple D cannons lined up in mid. How are they going to cap anything? Triple singularities here. 256, 223. There's a noxious cloud from Nurland. He's not moving it though. Manticore backing away. Kommando again hitting power, is he? 256, 223. Blue team need a big line breaker. SuperHooper does have a Nob squad which can tank a bunch of damage and get in there. Toilailee has a battle wagon and he has insane amounts of resources. Why is he not buying more stuff? Blessed needs to get some monstrous creatures and he does have a Carnifex. He's gone for the Barb Triangler though. Should have gone for Thornback I think and charged in there. He's fully upgraded his Termagants though, which has gave him way more upkeep than he would have had, which is why I don't usually get the upgrade. Much rather get my monstrous creatures out quicker, and he loses this one to that Marco's East Dread. If he had double Thornback Carnifexes or something, charging in there would make a huge difference. Whoa! SuperHooper got the Manticore, got the Chimera. Awesome Orky play there for the Kommando Nob. He's level 5. Sneaking around with that Rocket Launcher, kicking some ass. What is Fear going to do? He's going tier 3. Baneblade back at base. Batwagon not moving here. What is Toilailee? Is he even here right now? Is he AFK? 226, 223. Not sure what Toilailee is up to. That would explain why he's not spending any of his resources. 222, 223. AFK player on the blue team, it looks like. Doesn't look like his teammates have noticed. Or did he say something before? I'm not sure. Looks like they're setting up a plan of attack. Toilailee is still apparently not around. Oh, here he is. He returns. His boss called. His war boss, I assume. And now he's purchasing some knobs, and now it's going to get interesting. He's getting 2 knobs, what it looks like. 197, 223. Baneblade. Level 2. Do not have the range synapse. What is this? It's a Rocks. Takes out a D cannon. Can it take out another one? Not quite. And we have double Marco's East Dreadnoughts. Wow, almost took down the battle wagon there. 173, 223. Looted tank for SuperHooper. Nob squad coming towards level 2. Eat a plasma grenade. That was a nice foot of Ork. Eldar scattering in retreat now. PhatE with a very strange army composition. Just Dire Avengers and D-Cannons. He needs something else. He needs some meat to his army because he can't defend his VP with just D-Cannons. There's an Eldritch. Nob squad in retreat. They're going to take a very long retreat path. CSM in retreat path with Marco's Inch. Dreadnoughts forcing melee combat, getting some kills as well. What is Baneblade doing? We have a fully kit out melee Plague Champion, Plague Fist, Armor of Pestilence, Icon of Nurgle, classic build, very effective, and that's going to make it all the more harder for blue team to push the mid, but they are pushing it. Looted tank, battle wagon, double sluggers, 134, 223, something blew up. Fear is in tier 3, he's not purchased anything though. Avatar of Pain on the way for PhatE. Nob squad chasing down the Dreadnoughts. Wow, there's the Mega Rumbler stunning them. That is awesome play by Toilailee. 127, 223. Got a whole bunch of range fires slamming it into the Nob squad there, and they have to retreat out. 123, 223. Is that a... No, it's not a Doom Malachite. 120, 223. I thought I just saw the whatever it's called. What is it called? Doesn't matter, Indrid. Bunch of Tyranids in retreat. Cataclysm, that's it. What was that? That was a very, very delayed singularity. 117223. What is going on? Double knobs for Toilailee, who's back. Looted tank for SuperHooper with the reinforced plating, so up to 850 hit points now at level 1. A pretty solid tank all round. Fear obviously saving for a Baneblade, and that is a bad choice, I think. We have 3 knob squads on the field. That Baneblade is going to get torn apart unless he can really support it. I'm not sure his teammates can. We do have an avatar, which is quite useful versus knobs, I think, with the Wrath of Cain and the Wailing Doom for disruption and big chunks of damage. 117202. PhatE should get some Dark Reapers, I think. Eldar have some pretty nice options versus knob squads. Maybe some Fire Prisms if you can save up the power. 117193. That's a Reaping Barrage. Nicely timed, and it's hit the knobs and it's going to disrupt both of them. Mega Rumbler. Off it goes, but the knob squad were disrupted all the way back. 117182, so they're not there to take advantage of it. What is this? Whoops, Exarch. What's he up to? Not decapping, just scouting out probably. The avatar taking big hits from the tank busters, and here comes a massive Tyranid blob of ranged death with ranged synapse up. Look at the damage the avatar's taken already. He needs to back away here. He's not backing away. Wailing Doom on this blob, surely. There it is. Blessed is not moving. Boom. He survives though. Ranged synapse keeping his little range squads alive, and PhatE is going to lose his avatar. Big misplay. 117167. There's a Tyraniid formation. Disruption and not much else in this instance. 117167. There is a unit inside the battle wagon. Can anyone cap mid? Baneblade is up for Fear. Noxious Cloud on the Tyranids. Takes down a Venom model with some Synapse Backlash, and that is painful. But the Tyranids do get away. I think that's a singularity, I assume. Too late though to catch the Tyranids in retreat there. 117155, a 2-1 for blue team. Ravana Alpha is gonna die. Here comes the Baneblade, slowly but surely. Fear needs more stuff to support it though. He's got so much wreck. Can he get a repair bunker behind the stairs maybe? We have a Khorne Dreadnought now for Nurland, and he's getting some more Noise Marines, I suppose, with Blastmasters once the blue team backs off. And look at this, all the boys and a whole bunch of knobs come out of nowhere to reinforce, and this Dreadnought is gone. 117130. Double knobs with Mekboy support. What can you do? He has the super tough beam as well. Crazy, crazy action. The Baneblade is almost going down already. The knob squad haven't even touched it. Tank busters getting shots in that rocket launcher for the command knob as well. A huge mistake, I think, to save up for this thing. And he might lose it quite quickly here. We even have Rippers chomping on it, which will snare the vehicle, and down it goes. 117109 did not last long. Knob squads didn't even need to get involved. Level 2 knobs, level 1 knobs, and surely this is blue team's game now. And Toilailee was AFK for a bunch of minutes, and looks like they're going to win this. Whoops, the wreck up is being annoying, but SuperHooper has his knob squad waiting there to kill him in seconds, but he does teleport out just in time. 117195. Quadruple D cannons for PhatE. He has played this wrong, I think. That is a bit excessive. You need some meat there to support your D cannons. Nurland done well to hold. has level 4 Plague Marines, 2500 hit points. That Dreadnought level 4 as well. His Plague Champion is down, level 3. Does he have Blastmasters on his Noise Marines? He's saving up for it. He's so wreck-starved here. Level 3 Heretics, 11773. Your tank level 2 for SuperHooper has done well, and this should be able to see this out, blue team. Baneblade, funny angle here. Blastmaster destroying a Termagant with great prejudice, and we have a Swarmlord on the field for Blessed. Is he going to chase into base here? It might do. Try and kill those D cannons. Nurland gingerly coming into mid to try and see what's going on. See if he can maybe cap. A bunch of Tyranids are there. Is that a rocket run or it's a creeping barrage? And a noxious cloud, but everything escapes just fine. And here come the Orks. 11729. Nob squad going after the Dreadnought, and here comes another one. This Dreadnought is done for. Touch of Nurgle Heretics are there. And there's the explosion. And Mega Rumbler goes off though. And a concession by red team. It's a double cap at the end, but blue team take it. Red team just could not deal with this Nob squads. And it's not easy to do on this map to deal with them. Some fire prisms maybe, but would the fire prisms have survived with this Kommando Nob and stuff? This map is hectic. Swarmlord at the end. Some awesome action, even though Toilailee went AFK. Hope you enjoyed it, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.